About to get into this collective. I'm seeing something that's going to be happening in June, so be mindful of certain plans that you make. You're going to be meeting a stranger. This most definitely is going to be important. Okay, something that's going to be important. I'm seeing a handshake here happening in June. Handshake ties to meeting with a stranger could be, important. Handshake. And this also came out with the month June, as well with the knot. So a meeting with a stranger in June could be very important, but I'm seeing that something may get in the way of this. Maybe it will be due to karma. Maybe it will be just due to your free will, you making certain choices or decisions in your life, or not making certain choices and decisions in your life. But I'm pretty much seeing like there's going to be some type of meeting with a stranger. Okay, it could be important. It could be important. Something going to be happening in June. But I'm also seeing that something is going to be unsuccessful. I don't know if it's unsuccessful within this person, or if you're trying to meet this opportunity and it's just never working out. But we're going to get more into that with something. But let me read this right here. This came out first. A new home, new attitude. Some of you guys could be moving. You could have already moved. And then feather ended up coming out afterwards. Someone you know is undependable and insecure. This is also came out in reverse. But with these, I don't really look at them too much in reverse like that. So it could still be significant in reversal though. So I'll always throw that out there for you. So with it being in reverse, I basically look at it in the opposite way, or in a more deeper way in upright. In this case, I will look at it in like an opposite way, to be honest. But like I said, when it comes to these cards, I don't really do it like that as much, but it can still be significant. And bear is right here. Danger, especially in money matters. So the deck is split into two. I feel like somebody is going to get karma for some type of financial investment, or some type of financial, some of y'all, this could have already happened. Like some of y'all could have already met with a stranger. Okay. And then something happened within that situation. So they're possibly no longer a stranger anymore. But other than that, this could be future energy saying that this is going to happen in June. You're going to be meeting with a stranger, and this potentially could be. I didn't say a for sure thing. I just said it could. Maybe there's something that you should really pay close attention to. But there's going to be some unsuccessful plans that happen. So either somebody is going to try to get in the way of what's for you. And it don't have to necessarily be on purpose. It could just be like life, right? Maybe experiencing your karma. If you, have karmic debt to pay. Maybe it could be pertaining to something else that's not like karma. It's just seeing what you're going to do in that moment, and if you're going to learn something or not. Hi. Oh, you like this setup? Why? Do you feel it's more like... Why? But thank you. I kind of wanted to stay how I was, but I kind of like it too, I guess. It's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, because, at first all y'all could see was like my backdrop. So, of course, this is the same area. I can see the backdrop instead of y'all are able to see the backdrop. Oh, thanks. Okay, yeah. So I feel like whatever's gonna happen, y'all are gonna be possibly forced to go towards a new direction. But I feel like this is just gonna be like a lesson or something. Meditation brings answers. Okay, and the situation most definitely will improve. But whoever this is, they're gonna be very insecure and dependable. Okay, maybe this is gonna be somebody that you have a home with, an apartment with, that you're trying to get a home or an apartment with. So I'm realizing all of this goes together. Because it didn't come out together, so I was doing it separately. But I don't know why my brain just be thinking some other way. Like, do the basic shit. Because this most definitely was like, duh, all of it go together. I don't know why I was separating it. Because I feel like, oh, that's why. They were happening in possibly different events. And they don't have to be tied to one another. That's why I did that. But, yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, remember I told you about the bear energy? It says danger, especially in money matters. So you have to be careful who you depend on. You have to be careful who you trust in, who you feel like, yeah, they got it or whatever. Because we already talked that this person is very undependable, very insecure. Some of you guys are going to be moving, like I said earlier. Could be in April. I'm seeing April, June. Something's happening in April, June. And it could be wealth, to be honest. It could be some type of wealth. It could be love. Okay? I'm seeing a lot of luck, to be honest. I remember when I first got this deck, I was so scared to use them for myself. Because, baby, do you heard how it was like danger and all type of stuff? Baby, I was not trying to pick these up. But yeah, it's just like warnings, things so you can like prevent maybe or pay attention to, or you know, not really be scared to go through things. Because I mean, you've been through a lot now, and look how like the energy that you're in now, your vibrations are higher, your frequency is higher. It's almost like you're wiser, but you're not wiser. You've always been wise, you know. It's either you're wise or you're not. But I understand why they say wiser, smarter, you know, but I don't think it should be said like that. But anyways, crack up. Dissatisfaction with life. Some of you guys could be dissatisfied with life right now. I feel like somebody could be depressed. Somebody could be having anxiety. Somebody could be worrying that people are against them. Or maybe you had people that were against you, and now you're just like in this energy to where maybe it's you don't let people in or close to you, or you're really skeptical or paranoid. Like, you know your life. But Cracked Cup came out, and I was looking at Vulture. I feel like y'all didn't act on something when it was needed to be acted on, and you could have experienced some type of tower moment. This could also, once again, be future energy, like talking about your money, talking about coming into union with a stranger, something in June, something in April. So maybe mark your calendar, put a reminder on or something. Or not. You know, just, or not. Romance. That came out in reverse. March. Something's going to be happening in March. Position of authority. So, Throne and Fan came out. With the Throne, it pertains to position of authority. And with the Fan, it pertains to romance, celebration, parties. So some of you guys could be experiencing some type of, maybe you could be hosting a party, or I'm just seeing some type of position of authority dealing with romance, celebration, party, and maybe you may come into this shift of emotion, and maybe you will start doing things that you're not as used to doing. Like, for instance, when it's pertaining to romance, you go up to somebody instead of waiting for somebody to come up to you, or you throw a party instead of going to somebody else's event. You know, I feel like that's something like that could be happening like around March. Okay, or maybe you're gonna be like the host of something, co-host something. All right. You know, you have to take it how it resonates for you. I'm sure whenever this happens for you, whomever this is resonating for, you will see what I'm like basically talking about, because not all the time what I'm saying is exactly verbatim, so you really have to use your discernment for what's being said. You can't overanalyze a message or underanalyze a message. You really have to use your better judgment, which is discernment, okay? And trusting your intuition. If you don't start today, you're never gonna start. You gotta start. When you first start trusting your intuition and you still a little wonky on it, you still may be kind of like wanting to be indecisive. But when you choose not to be indecisive is when you're allowing some type of progress to happen within trusting in yourself. And then eventually you will. Look, take action on the back. And Lion is right here on the back. And it says time to act. This came out in reverse. So if some of y'all are not acting on something and it's pretty much time to act on it, I'm telling you, even in whatever is going on with March, June, and April, y'all need to pay attention. Okay? Oh, yeah, but like I was saying with that throne and that fan energy, I read it like as if it was coming out in upright, right? But it came out in reverse, so I feel like that can also be significant. So I feel like somebody is going to lose some type of position of authority. This could be somebody who you partied with, celebrated with, who you were romantically involved with. I feel like somebody is not gonna have any more of they're not gonna be a priority to you anymore. They're not gonna have certain power over you anymore, or the certain power that you allowed them to have over you, even accidentally, or whatever the case may be. Like, most definitely. Okay, somebody is also going to be put in a position of authority. Like, maybe you're going to be your own boss, or you're going to be somebody else's boss. Something's going to happen. But remember what we said about that meeting with a stranger and unsuccessful plans and danger, especially in money matters? Pay attention. Some of this could have happened already, but we most definitely know this is future energy, okay? Because what we need to know more information about the past for? Unless we're acknowledging things and getting that confirmation and reflecting, then that's that. But when it comes to information, like, let's see what's going on. Of course, it's most definitely going to have some present, future energy in here. But just be mindful, past energy could also be significant. All right, thank you guys so much for the follows and double tapping the screen. This is a collective if you're just now coming in. All right, the list is always open. If you can't afford my $7 questions or $35 readings, donations are accepted. Donations are anything that you are able to afford. All right, I hope everybody is doing amazing. From the looks of this collective, it seems that is not happening. So remind yourself to get out of certain energies, certain mindsets. If you're not consistent on your spiritual journey, you most definitely will have bad days. A lot of people think, oh no, we're always going to have bad days. Like, no, I'm not. Okay, you got to change what you say for yourself. That's what you grew up saying. Like, oh, life is, there's always going to be, it's life. Like, things are going to happen, and all like that. But I mean, I feel once you're learning and you're naive, gullible, of course, not as aware, right? Then I feel like most definitely that could happen. But when you aware and you learning, like, who you are again, like, before you, like, forgot and everything. I don't really want to say forgot, but you don't really remember your past, anything, right? So I feel like if you just be consistent on your journey and don't make everything else a priority, things that is outside of self, then you will be literally closer and closer to fulfilling your destiny and reaching your fullest potential and, stepping into that God and goddess energy, which is what, spiritually you are. But I mean, you do have a human vessel of you, so you have to get this human side of you, this conscious side of you together, okay? You're growing. There's no finish line to growth, and I feel like you have not reached your fullest potential, to be honest. I feel like you guys have more lessons that you have to maybe experience, but hey, I mean, that's not written in stone. Some of y'all could go through something, see something, and be like, nah, use your discernment. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you potentially could not do that. And you could just, you know what I'm saying? Like you've been doing this whole time, right? Growing up and then boom, boom, bam. But this is the earthly plane. You learn and experience. So it's not a rush. It's not a competition. Don't be hard on yourself or whatever. Don't feel like you're far behind in life. Know that the night is always young. Okay? always young, baby. Time is an illusion. Time ain't going nowhere. Just do what you gotta do. But there is a such thing as being stagnant. There is a such thing as procrastination. Remember, we kept seeing this something dealing with acting. So you gonna be you already are needing to get this in your head in your present moment. So I feel like you're still gonna possibly have to get this in your head in the future energy. So be mindful of that. If you know that you still gonna have to, if you're already needing to be in one energy and you still need help with that energy in the future, you know that you didn't make any progress within that. So you need to pay attention. Because then by you keep doing that, you're going to get into your comfort zone to where you keep on getting a little bit too comfortable with not doing things that you know you should do. And by the time you're going to grow, you're going to be like 50, 80, 100, regretting. You know, got to learn the same shit in the next lifetime. And if you don't, you don't. Maybe in the next lifetime. If you don't, maybe in the next lifetime. You know? But who got time for that? Apparently most people, because we also pulled a collective and it was saying that somebody, them karmic y'all was dealing with, did the same shit in their past life. So of course it can happen to anybody, to you, me, you know, but it ain't. All right, as long as you do what you got to do, you already are becoming aware. But like I said, don't beat yourself up about stuff. You still are becoming aware. You know, you ascending, so pat yourself on the back. All right, you've been through a lot, and some of y'all are still in this depressional, anxiety, maybe even severe anxiety type of energy, and that needs to be worked on. It most definitely has been worked on, right? For some of you guys, most of you guys, I'm sure. But it's still here. So it's something, right, that we need to be doing. Action, priorities, especially with ourselves, our spiritual journey. So make it a priority. Make your, like, it's like a belief system, right? It's your faith. So that's something that most definitely needs to be worked on if you're having a hard time with trusting and believing in it, or with consistency if you're having a hard time with making it a priority, and you know, like you believe in everything but you just have a hard, you know, for whatever the case may be. There's always solutions to things. Just sit with yourself and ask, you know, whenever you're confused, like just, you know, sit with yourself. Your spiritual team will literally give you, they're there to aid you, guide you, you know, be there for you. So call on your angels, trust in God and the universe and divine timing, yourself, whomever you believe in. And who I choose. Summer Walker, man, her album, that Over It album, is so significant. Like, and this is not even her Over It album. So whatever this album is too. Wait, this is her Over It album. I knew I wasn't tripping. But I'm thinking of that song Karma, her Karma song, whatever those other albums were. And it's funny because we was talking about karma earlier. Life's unfair. Nothing is unfair. Sometimes you just get in karma, right? We do. I'm sure we did things maybe in the past life, maybe current life, that most definitely we were supposed to get some karma for, okay? Like if you stole somebody's Instagram account, right? When you was in 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? You never received any type of repercussions for that. You got away with it almost. And it's like, well, baby, karma don't mess. Karma always gonna come, I'm telling you. So you gotta always act with integrity. You gotta always be a good person. That's why I tell people, I feel like being a good person in life, that's 10 times more security within your life. Like you're literally being a good person. So you ain't get, if you got karmic debt that you paying off from past life, you ain't gonna have any additional karmic debt. But at some point in time, I do feel like people be paying off their karmic debt. Like, I don't feel like people will be in this lifetime and they have like thousands of karma to pay. I don't feel like it's like that. But then again, like I said, for instance, somebody doing some way in 5th grade and didn't get the karma to like they grown as hell, that's different. that's different. Because that means that was the perfect opportunity for it to happen. Like, the karma would have been you becoming like an influencer or something, and all of a sudden somebody steal your page, you know? And you like, bro, what the hell? You like, oh my gosh, this is so unfair. This, and that. And all you got to remember is, what did I do to probably, like, was it a karma thing, or was it just me being tested to see if I'm going to be cool, calm, and collected? There's nothing to worry about. Like, this is nothing. God provides all. You know, so it don't have to just be a karma thing, like I was saying earlier. Brent Fayez on. Life is what you make. I'm trying to tell you that he ended up saying life is what you make it. You are the creator of your life, most definitely. You do have free will. You are a powerful individual. Literally, what you say can manifest quickly, easily. Okay? Especially if you trust and believe in it. Like, that's the whole thing about it. Everybody can't do it, because if you don't trust and believe in it, you won't be able to do it. So it's like, this can be done by anybody, but if you're not genuine, if you just trying to use the universe or magic or whatever the case may be, it can't happen for you. So that's why y'all, you know that you are chosen one, will always be a part of the divine, so that don't apply to you. So that means you have to just keep on deprogramming yourself, healing yourself, because if you're in any other low vibrational energy, you're not in your highest potential. You're not in your God and Goddess energy, which is where we want to be, you know? So you got to do the things that are necessary in your life, even if it's not the usual things that you were used to doing or comfortable with doing, because you've been raised a certain way. You never knew about intuition like that. You probably grew up religious, you know? So it's like, you just got to deprogram yourself, and you got to and I'm telling you, you don't have to look for everybody else for help or information. That's why I'm telling you, you got to sit with yourself. You really know. Because I remember I was in the beginning, I speak off wisdom and experience. I remember in the beginning, I was in people's lives, like, wanting to know information about it. And they probably rarely had this happening to them. But that's how serious I was. That's how it pulled on me. How it came exactly. That's why I love synchronicities and trust in divine timing, because everything literally happens in divine timing. It's never too late, never too early. Exactly right at that moment. It's just magic, you know? And you've always thought magic was fake, magic was this, magic was that. But it's funny how they always say, this is evil towards things that are really helping you. So like I said, everybody has inner wisdom. Everybody has... Just reflect. Everybody has intuition, was the other one that I was trying to say. So everybody has inner wisdom, intuition. You just have to come into this on your own, not forced. Not to, like, trying to skip a step, you know what I'm saying? So whenever you're ready to come into something, you will come into it. I just got done saying, y'all have anything that you trying to know, don't be seeking it from anybody outside yourself, because the information that you have is much more safer and much more true than anybody else's information. The information you get off Google, the information that you hear from other people, your information that you have, that you think that you don't know or have. That's why I say sit with yourself, your spiritual team. But yeah, know that I do not repeat myself, y'all. So if you're not listening, you're not listening. But whatever I said has been said. So if it don't click to you now, it may click to you next year. It may click to you tomorrow. But if it didn't click to you right away, right now, it just didn't. But it will. So make sure you listen, because listening is very important. Using your discernment is very important. Understanding is very important. But like I said, if you're on a certain frequency or vibration, that's just what it is. But you don't even have to be on a certain... All you have to do is understand what I'm saying. It ain't even got to be too deep, to be honest. But yeah, if you're not listening, then I can't help you to begin with. I already had said the best person that you should ask anything to is yourself. Don't feel like you see somebody that's a doctor or somebody that's been spiritual for 20 years that you got to ask them something. Because I just said the safest knowledge is your own knowledge. The knowledge that you thought you did not have. Because, oh, I don't know. I didn't read a book about this. I didn't hear it from somebody else. I don't know. Well, who told you that? Oh, no, that's just, duh, that's how we grow up. If you don't learn something, you don't know. And it's like, oh, so you haven't been here before, or you're not a spiritual being. I don't know. Like, you know, whatever the case may be. Just do things that are unusual for yourself. You never would have sat with yourself and asked yourself something because in your mind, you didn't know what it was. And to find out what it meant, it involves asking somebody or doing research. But in this case, you ask yourself things. It's the safest thing. You never thought that you could get information from yourself like that because you never did it. It never crossed your mind. And since it never crosses your mind, it won't be done. So yeah, I'm seeing that this dissatisfaction with life, and we're gonna confirm them with this. What's the name? Alright, y'all, let's get the live up to 5K and then 10K. I'm gonna go grab me a water, but make sure you are double tapping the screen. This is an energy exchange. If you're not double tapping the screen, baby, I can get off right now. Okay. Because you don't have, like, if you can't send gifts, subscribe, anything like that, you can do things for free. Like double tapping the screen. Okay, sharing the live. Because you sitting here, you like, okay, this information could be spread somewhere else. It's not the typical live that we sit in. You actually get information here. Okay, life-changing information. So you could share it to somebody. You could subscribe, you know. If anybody would like to get on the list, you're more than welcome. Let me go get me another water.
Need to get out?
You only have Apple Pay. Did you want to get on the list? My payment options are Apple Pay, Cash App, Chime, Venmo, and PayPal. Thank you, Dale, for double tapping the screen. You said hashtag trending. I don't know if that hashtag stuff worked, but if it do, people usually will put hashtag FYP. But thank you. How long have I been live? Y'all got the live up to 5K. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I feel like there's gonna be one last obstacle that you're gonna experience. That's why you're gonna need to focus on being disciplined and invest in yourself. Because just because something goes unsuccessful doesn't mean that everything is doomed. So that's what I'm saying. Whatever this is, it could be an eye-opener. It could be another lesson, which lessons are just as grand as blessings. Excuse me. Being called to pull these for y'all. I never used these yet. Some of these decks are new. This one that I just used, this one is new. These are most definitely old. But these are new. I never used them for the collective. All my cards, I always scan through them and look at them though, so I can get a feel of them. But let's see. This is the Moonology, and it's funny because I already had a Moonology deck, but they're different. This Moonology deck is different from this one. This is the manifestation one. So yeah, March, April, and June is coming out here. You're gonna feel some type of dissatisfaction within life. I feel like some of y'all are gonna. This is slowing down. You're gonna be able to shake this energy. All right, but be mindful of that person that you're gonna be meeting. I'm gonna pull a few cards on this, and I'm gonna get off alive. But I'll end up coming back on. Just wanna, yeah. Yeah, trust the universe. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it don't matter what you go through. Don't be scared to go through something. Yeah, look, work through your feelings is coming out. Aries energy could be significant. This is the last quarter moon, and Aries is coming out. See, this is the last quarter moon. Right there. This one is the first quarter moon. Oh, okay. I see how they're first quarter, last quarter. See, they're on different sides. Okay, but first quarter moon in Aquarius here telling you to trust in the universe. Trust in the universe. Sync with the moon. Sync with the universe. Sync with the moon. Work through your feelings. Don't just be angry and not do nothing, like not find an outlet for that. And not low vibrational wise either. Make sure you're trusting in the universe, okay? You can also do certain manifestations around the first quarter moon. Okay, or whenever the moon comes in Aquarius, this will be very powerful around that time. That's just not like period, you know. But yeah, whenever it comes to like those first quarter moons, I don't know if y'all know about the moons, but certain people do certain things when we're, like, for instance, when it comes to the new moon, right? This is where people do their manifestations and, you know, all like that. So that's what I mean. They feel certain times like it doesn't matter when you do them. You can do them anytime. But the reason why they choose to do certain manifestations or purgings or whatever the case may be during certain phases is because how potent it could be. Because of that energy that it's in. Like, that's what it's usually done for. So, of course, that's the energy that it would be. Like, you know how Venus refers to, like, or represents love. So, of course, anything tied to love or romance, like, depending on the sign or whatever placements, it will be good for, like, certain things, you know? Because that's what it comes from, or it's made from, or it's as. I probably explained better the first time. But, yeah, no matter what happens, I feel like there's going to be... Pay attention to your finances. I feel like you're going to possibly work with somebody who you shouldn't work with, okay? But you may see them as somebody who's safe to work with. But there's going to be dangers, like, surrounding your money, okay? Surrounding a business or something with this person. Maybe even getting a house or something with somebody. You should be very careful with doing that as well. Because how life would have been if you would have chose to trust in yourself, have this security within yourself, and not be reliable or dependable on people you can't be. Like in that energy Taurus, you're gonna be more dissatisfied in life than you are now. For sure. Because some of y'all have been pulling out of certain energies and you've been healing. But yeah. Last quarter moon in Libra, make time for self-love. Make time for self-love. And speak your world into being. Speak your world into being. The world that you want to live. The world that you see yourself living, that you always feel like was you. Speak it into being. Okay? Somebody's going to be literally removed from some type of authority. I'm telling you. They're no longer going to be celebrating. Romance is going to go horrible. Now, I don't know if this is you. Because like I said, some people that y'all got karma to pay off. For some of y'all. Others of y'all, it's probably not really like that. But you will know your situation for your life or whatever the case may be. If you know you got karma to pay, then karma will be coming. But I mean, everybody got to get karma. I got a hell job about your boy. I've been waiting so long.